First, the headlines. Laxman Prasad Acharya sworn in as Manipur governor. Sixth session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. CM presented the budget session for the year 2024-25 in the House. Congress MP Alfred K. Arthur slams Union budget for the overlooking Manipur crisis, devastating floods in the state. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 3. Now let's see the news in detail. Newly appointed Governor of Manipur, Laxman Prasad Acharya, took oath of the office this morning in the Daba Hall of the Raj Bhavan in Falls. The oath of the newly appointed Governor was administered by the Chief Justice of Manipur High Court, Justice Siddharth Mridul. Acharya arrived in Infal on July 30 to a warm reception by the Manipur Chief Minister N.B. Ren Singh, Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly T.H. Satyabrata Singh, various Minister, MLA Chief Secretary Dr. Vinay Joshi, Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh, DGP Rajiv Singh and other senior officials at the Raj Bhavan. Acharya was since appointed as the Governor of the Assam and also has been given additional charge of the Governor of Manipur. Earlier on July 30, took the oath as Assam Governor in Guwahati on Tuesday afternoon. The oath of the newly appointed Governor was administered by the Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, Bijay Bisnoy, at the Srimanta Sankadeva Kalasetra in the presence of the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, Cabinet Ministers and other dignitaries.
आचार्य ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक मणिपुर के राज्यपाल के पद का कार्यपालन करूंगा तथा अपनी पूरी योग्यता से संविधान और विधि का परिरक्षण संरक्षण आचार्य ईश्वर।
मुझे आकर के बहुत प्रसन्नता हुई। प्रकृति भी आपके साथ है और संस्कृति भी आपकी साथ है और देखा इतनी फुहारों के बीच में आकर के यहाँ ओथ लेना आप सबके बीच में मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। मेरी राज्य के सुख शांति समृद्धि की प्रभु से प्रार्थना करता हूँ। मिलूँगा, हम सब मिल बैठ करके अच्छा सोचना ही चाहिए, अच्छा ही सोचना चाहिए, जो उम्मीद करती है उसके अनुसार काम होता रहे।
अंदर की बस ये यहाँ हमने एक्सपेक्ट हुए आए सिद्धा कोई यूथ एम्पावरमेंट की हम फजन यावरी करोड़ मरी मुकी माया यूथ सिंह जॉब क्रिएट होने की प्रोविजन यावरी वुमेन्स एम्पावरमेंट की यावरी ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯔꯥꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯛꯆꯔꯗ ꯊꯩꯅ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯠꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯔꯥꯁ꯭ꯇ꯭ꯔꯛꯆꯔ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯏꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯣꯏꯃꯦꯟ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯖꯦꯅꯦꯔꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯣꯖꯤꯇꯤꯚ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯅꯦꯅ ꯂꯧꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯏꯁꯨꯗꯨꯗꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯛꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯒꯨꯝꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯛꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯛꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯕꯦꯁꯗꯗꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯛꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯗꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯦꯟ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯆꯠꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯤꯝ ꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ With the coming of the new governor, Acharyaji, the people of Manipur is very happy and very hopeful that peace will be restored at earliest with the coming of the honorable governor. Let us see. Now today assembly will start. I am came to know that some colleagues are taking leave officially. Then that is official. So we have to accept it.
The sixth session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins today at 11 a.m. with the Speaker T.H. Satyabrata Singh in the chair. However, the 10 MLAs of the Kuki-Jo community did not attend the session despite they were invited to join the session by the Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. The session is scheduled to continue through August 12, providing a platform for legislature to debate and deliberate on the various legislative matters. Today is the first day of the sessions. The first session was started with the questions on the first agenda. The first tier questions was raised by the Congress MLK Ranjit Singh and answered by the Awangban Niumai ministers, water resources in the assembly. Awangban Niumai, given the reply of the Congress MLA, says that the construction inside the river banks is unauthorized. It is illegal. This will lead to the disturbance in the flow of the water freely along its stream. The government's officials recently found many unauthorized construction inside the river banks of the major rivers in Imphal Valley. The district administration's Imphal East has evicted many illegal installations at the river banks of the Imphal rivers and Naga River recently. This illegal construction is one of the factors to make flash floods in the states, the minister added.
Hojo Jain Legend Pharmacy Assembly Mamang Ganing Nasi July Tarik Contramatoi Nasi Hauna Taranito Suba Manipur Legislative Assembly Goina Taruk Suba Session Pangudor Bani Nasi Session Hogan Minasaki Alamdamasi MLA Minister Singh Hosik Tunkaduna Hoju Manum Dawi Assembly How Credible Lorena Nasi Assembly Asi Iroina Nasi Yaku Manipur Anuba Governor Havatare Governor Si appoint Orga Mahaki Wasalo Mini Ahambadazi Nasi Governor appoint Obugi function as Lord Matunda Assembly Damakta MLA Minister Madiana Governor Yaunozi Assembly Assembly before Hogi from Panko Credible Taruk Suba Taran Suba Manipulation Assembly Taruk Suba budget says Assembly session Asigi Oina Holipa May home the Hokiba Manipur the lady, but Tandu Letado to have a Tare Masigi and the owner Suba budget session or the Turipani Assembly session or the Turipani Adubo a home Suba Assembly session at the Manipur Yoina lady pa 10 minutes, including 2 ministers, Makoy say, Bobby Wina, La Puki from the idea, Adu Makoy say, Landamasiki minister, the personally invite the winning hybrid from Cameron, so from Lokato Makoy say, Hojuji Pukiwina, Minister Niana, MLA, Tara, do Hojukiwina, Europatri, Triadu, Makatana, Makusi, Europatra, Yoda have the way, Hojukiwina, Kamukamri, a assembly session as issue, Numitara, Pantuka, Marana. I don't know how you go in the assembly session as the budget session or Subian, the family with the Hojuki, Lady Ba, Holy by Iran, City Warriors, no for Subian, the Department, Miam, the Wanka, the slogan Cameron, so now the Holy Iran, City Warriors in Pornova, to Madame Dogana, you either to budget session Iran Dugi, Iran, a Sigamai, in the Iran, City Warriors in Pornova, Kanakani. So, Miam, so I say, but has about the late Namasi Matanga, video journalist, Sikan, Malore Mongolina, Ponzeriba, the Sikas now, Elite News Assembly.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh presented the budget for the year 2024-25 in the House. In his budget speech, N. Biren Singh expressed in the House that I rise to present the budget for the 2024-25. At all outsets, I would like to express my gratitude to the people of this state for their unwavering support during the hard times. During this time, we have received a number of good suggestions from the public and we have started working on many of these suggestions for a meaningful outcome. What we have all seen in the past 1 year is nothing short of a tragedy. I strongly condemn the loss of lives, properties and the livelihoods, which is the outcome of the loss of trust between the communities. It is our collective responsibility to find an amicable solutions. One of the casualties of the unrest is our economy. Reduce on revenue collections, increase expenditures on security and relief operations, inflation, difficulties in the movement of goods and services, difficulties in the implementations of the projects and schemes, etc. were a few of the challenges that we face. With normalcy returning to the states, our tax collections is showing a positive trends. I am confident that this improvement will continue during the current year. We will continue to work on the economic recovery of our states, bringing and ensuring a peaceful and secure environments, rehabilitations and supports to those who are displaced, providing livelihood to those without ones, providing opportunity for skillings and investing in quality infrastructures are some of the steps that we are taking.
Pakoti sani ke sumna mapan point ni phuga manga gi package amana relief amadi rehabilitation gi scheme sing salaina ba amadi hojik oiba santi rakha gi phibam asina sogan duna victim oiba miyosin adugi rehabilitation gi damte approve to bi rakhi lanjener ba imung manung singe temporary shelter lising ahum sanana bal koti sama ni phumanga ga point dasmik tarani pan gi senfam scheme ama kendra sarkar na approve to bi rakhi sir scheme masina haksang da masi oigada diet sangom yerum ot na chingba amadi non dietary oiba complementary oiba matenga diaper amadi limsi tablet amasung relief camp khudimakta leiriba inmates sinda one time support oina blanket flags amadi storage boxing pinaba lainaba piki scheme sing asigi damta rajya sarkar na su masagi resource ki fund sing su thadokre amadi matam gi oina center gi reimbursement claim tawri business activities amada sada kuntra gi subsidy loina na lupa lising yang khai phawbu gi one time credit piri amadi hojik phawbu da singi district sing gi yauna idp chahum ga kuntra mapanda lupa koti amaga lising huma thogi sel gi mateng loina kana ba fangan kre hailstorm la phum matam da ekhoi lupa karor nifu gi mathakta explain tor kanda thamani gi manunga yum hailstorm dona chhol la yum singa yam ekhoi zinga pidana miyam relief phangan kisa ising isawmadi disaster asina pi ki support sing adu manage tawna ba yum thong amada lupa lising tara ahan bagi oina mogi relief ki oina pire masi SDRF koti humphudagi ni ahen malpa koti kunama so handak ta approve tarukre center ki team amasu me thada len takra madi ising isaw thokraba matungda rajya sida lakhi amadi thokiba amanga ta sing adu yangchinki lena thogan ki ba mang ta sing adu gi compensation pinaba proposal ama kendra sarkar da thagat kare ising isawna thon sawon ki ba amanga ta sing compensation pinaba atopar proposal amasu kendra sarkar da langkre kare ising ji honorable speaker sir anirak thongna hailstorm gi madung anirak thongna chawkhapani na haiba si moi center dagi moi inspection la me loina na haiba ani dugi mangi ba tari ba lambi gi kari gi mayam puna maksoi ba mayam si tor kan koi makhoi da madugi reimburse to binaba compensate to binaba duga semga sagana ba haidna ko madugi lankhat khre.
In his debut speech during the budget session of Parliament's Alfred Kangam Sangsak Wushi Arthur, members of the Parliament for the Outer Manipur Parliamentary Constituency, criticized the Union budget for neglecting the pressing issues in Manipur. Representing the Indian National Congress, Arthur highlighted the ongoing violence and the devastating floods that have severely impacted the state. He expressed deep frustrations over the lack of the attention and resources allocated to Manipur in the national financial plans. Arthur also directed strong criticisms at the Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his continued absence in Manipur despite the state enduring severe turmoil for over 15 months. The Congress MP called for urgent need for central government support and the Prime Minister's personal intervention to address the state crisis. Congress MP Alfred Arthur criticized Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, alleging that his speeches are filled with violent rhetoric. Arthur's remarks came during a discussions on the budget for the fiscal year 2024-25, highlighting the ongoing turmoils in Manipur. Every day, the words that comes out from his mouth was that of the beating, killing, and violence. What is this? Is this my country? Said Arthur, expressing deep concerns over the state of affairs in Manipur. He questions the absence of the union ministers in the states post 2023, asking Prime Minister Narendra Modi why no central representatives have been presented to address the crisis. Other speech continues. If he is a true person, he is intelligent, but the people in Manipur have not got food to eat. Whom to ask, whom to say, my family sacrificed their life not to see this day. We are all Indians. Addressing the parliament's author details the dire economic and the social conditions in Manipur. Manipur has the lowest per capita incomes and the highest inflation. How do you expect the states that is the lowest in the incomes and paying the highest prices to survive? You already have conflicts and now unprecedented floods that hits us the worst in 35 years, he stated, criticizing the finance minister's budget as anti-people. He further highlighted the plights of the Manipur people, especially those displaced by the conflict. Can you not even hear the cries of the women and children who cannot go back to their homes in one state, a small state with 30 lakhs populations? My people have borne this conflict for 15 months. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
SS Academic Incubation Center, Manipur da ahan boina foundation son ka satra sing khapta da yumfam oiba amagi hiramasida khang hairabo oza sing khaptana lamjing lamtak piba academic center amani center asana edu nurture haina mithon jaba foundation course program ama hodok jagadori haina bale angang ha basidi ape pele khong ka pangkhakoi semning momong da semba yai angang amagi tongi career ma sembada parents amagi oza gi yamna chawba thodang amo Hari batang kagasida, makoibu, takpi tambiba, amadi makong say na jathanbiba haibasi, oza amagi tawdabaya daba tawdang amani. Akoy ge center sige pandamdi, makoy ge ason ba khangdok piraga, takpi tambiba asin. Classroom amada satra yaman bana maram oiduna, oza amadi satra ge interaction wali. Amadi makoy ge ason ba area khangdok pangamdabagi khudong chadaba kaya amamayon. Mahayro haibasi magtabu extra attention matawta. Khudong chadaba mayam asi solve tawnabagi damakta akoy incubation center asida khudong chaba pizai. Khudong chaba sing adudi satra amadi ozagi ratio si proportional oina 25:1 oina. Haibadi class amada satra 25 tagi hena thamda. Personalized attention. Haibadi angang amabu kupna yengsingbiba. Regular growth assessment tawbiraga makoy understanding level khangdok piraga proper guidance amadi revision tawbiba. Course sigi duration na 4 months ni Shift ani lazagani, morning shift na 5 AM to 7 AM, evening shift na 5 PM to 7 PM. Ahan bagi na class 8 mahiroi sing khattagi khudong chaba asipizai. Khudong chaba mayam asigi mathakta mama mapa oida singna adom adom gi angang singi weekly basis performance check tawbiduna khudong chaba lobi bayagan. Akhoi gi address SS Career Solution, Pauna Bazaar, 2nd floor, Gypsy Building, More Market Lengthok Pirakuna, Akupamaro Khangi bayagani. Natraga makhada hapchariba number asida contact tawbiba yagani.
MU की मखा Bachelor of Fine Arts BFA course hangliba IRE Wangjing da mari suba batch ki tamnanaba admission form thaba haujari hariba course asi any stream da yamdrabada class 12 loiduna sakanglaba institute amadagi pass torpa oigidabani kanaguma masagi apama leijaba graduate natraga master na fawbada tambada kanaraba course asi oja oibada changba B.Ed asi yaudana Fine Arts ki oja oiba yaraba sahi mari gi course ni pambiba kanaguma singna ngasing asing maglakpiduna ming chanbiba yaragani akupa marol gi damak office hour da college ta lakpiraga thangbiba yagani mafamna Institute of Rural Education IRE Wangjing Department of Fine Arts Wangjing Thobal District Manipur.
Welcome back after the break to go further with the Manipur Pony and the Polo Players Welfare Associations has called on the concerned authority to expedite the release of long-pending grants intended for the polo clubs, highlighting the severe challenges faced by the pony owners in procuring adequate feeds for their animals. During a press conference held at a Hapta Kangzaibung yesterday, W. Bronson, the secretary of the association, described the dire situations of any pony owners. The man habitat for the ponies at the Lampelpal was recently submerged due to the flooding, while the government has provided a temporary feeding space at Hapta Kangzaibung, where many ponies have been housed since July 5. Owners are struggling to sustain their animals. Pony owners are currently contributing ₹100 each week, but this is insufficient. The health of the ponies is deteriorating daily, Bronson stated. He emphasized the other needs for the Department of the Veterinary to release the annual grants, which is crucial for the club's operations and the welfare of the ponies. Bronson also urged pony owners who have not yet registered with the department to do so within 3 days. Addressing the issues of the wandering ponies on roadsides, Bronson pointed out the significant inconvenience and the hazards caused by such occurrences, including traffic accidents and injury to the ponies. He appeals to the owners to ensure that their animals are kept in appropriate areas, such as Hapta Kangzaibung, to avoid these problems. The National Investigation Agency (NIA) on July 30 charged seats and accused in a Pan-India illegal arms and ammunition trafficking case linked with the Myanmar-based insurgent groups. The charge sheet was filed against the Lalngai Hauma for active involvement in the network operating in the northeast regions along with other parts of the country. In a press release, the NIA stated that the charge sheet was filed before the NIA Special Court, New Delhi, under various sections of IPC Arms Acts, Explosive Substance Acts and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The agency further stated that NIA has registered the case on December 26, 2023 against Lalngai Hauma and others on the basis of the inputs that some Mizoram-based entities were engaged in the illegal trafficking of arms, ammunition, explosives, etc. in the northeastern regions of the country. Moreover, the agency stated that the investigation conducted so far have revealed that Lalngai Hauma has established strong linkage with Myanmar-based insurgent groups. With the help of these groups, the accused used to receive arms, ammunition and explosives for supply to the various insurgents and the criminal groups as part of the statement. Lalngai Hauma has also received huge funds through the various channels, including his associate base in the Myanmar. NIA fathers found that the accused had established a nexus with the licensed arms dealers. He used the nexus to pilferage non-prohibited bore weapons and ammunition. Besides trafficking prohibited bore weapons, the NIA statements added. Extrajudicial Execution Victims Families Associations Manipur, EEVFAM, and Human Rights Alerts HRA heartily welcomes the recommendations of the UN Human Rights Committee to the Government of India to abolish the requirement of the mandatory prior authorizations of the government for the prosecutions of the members of the security and armed forces. This is significant as the denials of the prosecution sanctions is blocking all the trials of the armed forces personnel against the CBI, who has found prosecutable evidences in the investigation under the WPCR 129 of 2012. It may be noted that the committee conducted the 14th periodic review of India under the International Covenants on the Civil and the Political Rights on 15 and 16 of July 2024 at Geneva. After a 6 hours long review wherein the Manipur issues came up at least 13 times, the concluding observations and the recommendations of the committee is finally published as UN documents. The committee is concerned that the requirements of the mandatory prior authorizations of the governments for the prosecutions of the members of the security and the armed forces in the context of the counter-terrorism and the security and military operations creates a climate of widespread impunity regarding the allegations of human rights violations. In this regard, the Supreme Court of India in 2016 stated that the allegations of the extrajudicial killings must be thoroughly inquired into. However, according to reports, out of the 1,000 528 documented instances of the extrajudicial killings in Manipur from 1979 to 2012. Only 39 first information reports were registered, of which not all have been settled for trials due, among others, reasons refusals of sanctions for prosecutions. The students of the Wangjing high schools, Wangjing in Tawal districts, have staged a one-day protest demanding teachers repairing of the rooftops of the schools and the disturbance-free education zone today at the premises of the school. The protest used placards which reads as "Give shortage teachers of the school, complete infrastructures of the school, repair the damaged rooftop of the classrooms, make education a free disturbance zone. We want to study freely." In this regard, one girl student called Sana Sams Vidya Lakshmi Devi expressed that the Wangjing High School is one of the important high schools which has maximum numbers of students in the Tawal district. It is a co-education, but unfortunately numbers of the teachers are compared to the number of the students is too short. One primary teacher is teaching many students. There is no science teachers in the school. Besides, the rooftop of all the classrooms of the school received severe damage due to the unprecedented hailstorm occurred on May 5 last. She urged the authority to repair the damaged rooftop of the schools at the earliest.
Maruina Odasing awatpasing de hapinaba haijari aduga ekhoi school da thokiba len yauba nonglai nushit asida ate akai nanglaba jinga ahoba sing asi menaba sarkar da haijaba matam haija kre ado ya kaino to bidre mention binaba kanamta mari nenaba authority da amta Thabiraktre aduna khoi class phajana tawba phangdre phajana su yaudre aduna maram oraga khoi awaba yamna nange aduga school da maru oina thoi ba irang siga mari leinana demand kaya lae asi oja sing su awaba kaya nange masi mayuk nadana ba haijai
school da leiriba staff masing ajida leiriba khogi oja jing di da pubu thang bangam daba demand mayam laksan ba Odajung di angang gaida laik tak phong khang jaba sugumba problem mayam di yari gaidi skundi da tawbi na wa na guardian jing di mahut chillaga skundi SMTC di convener mo oina ai media gi mafam di kamje.
And now let's take another short break again. Keep watching for more updates.
Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Sciences, Panmei, Imphal East District, opposite to Manipur Police Training Center, MPTC, Hariba Institute AC.
Government private hospitals in the clinical exposed to cooking
affiliated to Manipur University and then recognized by Pharmacy Council of India and then Indian Nursing Council, Masung MNC Manipur Nursing Council. Institute asida pangiba facility sing adadi separate boys and girls hostel, transport facility, amasung 12 hours library facility.
Approved by Ministry of HRD, New Delhi, Government of India.
Sorat ki pauzel aikhoi khwaiba konbiramba Shri Kumam Nipamacha Singhana mahaki nungsi zaraba imung manung sagai natai amadi marup mapang khwai pumnamakpu thadoklamraga haukhiba tang kun tha taret English aniga kungamari ingen gitara mari nipan ba thang janumita ishor gi khoyada changjakhrei lakliba tang ani tha nipan English aniga kungamari ingen gi kunganipa nipan ba irai numita sorat thokle numit asida leikhidraba gi thawaina ishor gi khoya khada ingne chikna leizaru ba ngamjaba hairang lerang kharadang kachagadauri thoromasida ekoinadi sak khangza haudraba leikhidraba ka loina tinabiramba ahalaman ima ibel amade marup mapang khwai kibik na matam chana lengbiraktuna saruk yabina ba ELITETV ki thongda pauzen jari thorom pareng ayuk pung nipan vekatpa nungthil pung 12 minute kuntra thorom hauba pauzen jari basing Srimati Kumam Ongbi Ibem Bisak Devi Loinabi Shri Kumam Soni Singha Machanupa Moirang Kumam Lekai.
Welcome back after the break. In a significant crackdown, the Manipur police arrested 3 members of the outlaw outfit Progressive from Chingmairong, Maning Lekai, Nepali Basti in Imphal West District. The arrested individuals have been identified as the Wangjing Rohit Singh 25, Yansembam Napoleon Singh 27 and Suraj Ayam 20. During the arrest, law enforcement officials seized 3 mobile phones, 2-wheelers vehicles and other incriminating items from the suspect who were reportedly engaged in the extortion activities. Parallel to this operation, security forces conducted extensive search operations and area domination exercises across the vulnerable regions of the hills and the valley districts. This led to the discovery of the substantial catch of weapons and explosives at the foothills of the Tekcham's Wangjing in the Thabul district. The seized arsenals included 1 sniper's rifle with a scope, 1 bolt-action rifles, 1 9mm pistols with a magazine, 6 HE-36 hand grenades, 6 detonators, 1 boy fangs, radio sets, 36 live rounds, 1 stun grenade, 1 stun cell LR, 1 Stinger's cartridge, 1 smoke shells LR, 3 dice marker grenades, 1 tear smoke grenades, and 1 tear gas grenades. These coordinating operations underscores the ongoing efforts of the Manipur police and the security forces to combat insurgencies and maintain peace and security in the region. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi on Tuesday moved adjournment motions notice in the Lok Sabha calling for an urgent discussions on the inadequate floods management measures in Assam. In his notice, Gogoi expressed deep concerns over the Union Budget 2024's insufficient allocations for the floods management in the states. Gogoi highlighted that despite the severe and recurrent flooding issues faced by Assam, the budget has failed to allocate sufficient funds for effective floods management. He criticized the government for merely mentioning Assam in the budget speech without providing the necessary financial support, indicating a lack of commitments to addressing the state's challenges. The MP pointed out the significant reductions in the allocation to the Jal Shakti Ministry for floods controls and drainage from rupees 104.56 crores in 2022-23 to an estimated rupees 33.70 crore in 2024. Gogoi has emphasized that the Assam floods-prone area cover over 31.05 lakhs hectares, approximately 39.58% of the state total's land area, which is 4 times the national average for the flood-prone areas. The Government Railway Police GRP on July 30 arrested individuals in possession of the arms and ammunition at the Rangya railway stations. Acting on incredible intelligence inputs, the police personnel arrested the suspect while he was attempting to board a train. The suspect has been identified as the Nur Ali, a resident of Bihar. During the search, authorities recovered .3 pistols with 2 magazines, 13 loose bullets, and a handmade pistols from a bag in Ali's possessions. Additional items seized included mobile phones, a significant amount of unaccounted cash, a knife, and a knuckles busters. Sources have indicated that Nur Ali intended to travel to Ahmedabad with the contrabands. The motive behind transporting these arms and ammunition remains unclear, and further investigations are underway to determine the extent of the Ali's activities and any potential connections. The incident underscores the ongoing vigilance and effectiveness of the GRP in ensuring the safety and security of the railways, passengers, and the infrastructures. The Karimganj police successfully solved a high-profile case involving the disappearance of a truck laden with raw rubbers valued at approximately rupees 45 lakhs. The truck, which went missing under suspicious circumstances, was recovered abandoned in a Chapar, Assam. In addition to the truck, law enforcement also retrieved around 21 tons of the missing rubbers, which has been illicitly sold in various local markets. The investigation commenced following a complaint lodged at Ratabari police stations on June 26. According to the officer in charge, companies from Silchar had procured 25 tons of the raw rubber from a supplier named Badruls in the Bazarghat regions of the Ratabari, Karimganj. This consignment was intended for intended for delivery to the Delhi. However, the goods fails to reach their destinations by the expected dates on July 18, prompting the company to alert the authorities. The subsequent police probe led to the recovery of the trucks registered under the numbers WB53C0834 in Chapar, Assam. The recovery was complemented by the apprehensions of the Sanjay Singh, the truck owners, with assistance from the Gitanagar police in Guwahati. Since the residents of the West Bengal has been brought back to the Karimganj for the questionings, meanwhile both the truck drivers and the co-drivers remain at large. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channels or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines, once again. Laxman Prasad Acharya sworn in as Manipur governor. Sixth session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. CM presented the budgets for the year 2024-25 in the House. And Congress MP Alfred K. Arthur slams union budget for overlooking Manipur crisis, devastating floods in the state. That's all we have for now. More updates coming up at 6 again. Till then, take care and have a great time ahead.